Hey people, 5 Aces here. Welcome to the conclusion of Orb versus Kato, the saga that has been going on for all of one match. I think that I've had a series where they played each other before, but be that as it may, we're going to be taking a look at game number 2 here on the new balance patch that I think was proposed by Orb, mostly, and the greater TD community at large. And this time it is Kato is not walling off with a chain link fence. And he's playing against... Oh, it's a not mirror. Okay, so it's just light vehicle spam all the way to the bank. If you tech, you lose. It's not really accurate, but hey. So, this map. Let's take a look here. What do we learn from this, from the bird's eye view? You need to expand as soon as possible. This is basically patches, if you remember the map from RA, ported into TD. Except with less expansion slots, with fewer. A new winter, yeah, it's looking like it. It's looking like this new winter is coming with a few resource restrictions as well. What are those? Chain link formations from Orb? Just making extra sure that no infantry can sneak through. So basically, the build order here is just airstrip. You cannot... what would support a barracks build here? There are no oils. Oh, there are 2 oils, but that's not enough to make it work. No, wait. 2 in the corners as well. So 4 oils, but still, the barracks build is not really viable here because you want the early pressure rather than having to invest into 4 engineers. And you also need to move out ASAP, so double refinery build makes 0 sense here. Both players moving out. Ah, Kato is building another power plant, or is it? Yeah, just a power plant. Before wait, what? He's building a comm center before moving out. Okay. So he just wants the early pressure from from light tanks? Huh. Maybe a flame tank. Who knows? But this is wild for a not mirror, where basically every second counts. You want the early pressure as soon as possible. Scouting vehicles are coming in. Or at least for Warp, that is. Does not find an expansion yet. He's very confused. Very confused panda here. Oh! The gap has been opened and it has been scouted. That is annoying. That is annoying. You're probably not going to be able to kill the MCV realistically in any realistic time frame, but it still takes so long. Yeah. That was a nice idea in general. Oh! Playing Ring Around the Rosie. Yeah, but the MCV gets deployed. And as such, I would actually go for some damage on the con yard. Flame tank has been coming out. That's the first vehicle choice after the first 2 recons. 2 flame tanks. What in tarnation? I'm just not seeing this here. Because recon bikes are so good against flame tanks. You can never really... Like, they do a decent amount of damage and they can cut back. Flame tanks are not the fastest units. Maybe if he gets into the Tiberian refinery undetected, then that is kind of an angle. Nah, he has to burn his way through the chain link barriers. So, in this as of this balance patch, for those of you who have missed it last cast, this is a balance proposal where flame tanks have been changed, or heavy armor has been changed to take more damage from flame weaponry. So I guess they're now decent against lights and mediums that are standing still. Man, that's just no response from Orb at all. What's going on here? He's trying to make up for it by killing a couple harvesters, but he already lost infrastructure. That's an airstrip down. Oh my goodness. How is that not game yet? That is terrible. These 2 flame tanks with a complete shock value. Absolutely obliterating the infrastructure. And conversely, Kato has just lost a refinery. It's fine. All he needs to do now is build his own not buggy fleet, build a base defense, and that's it. Is he broke? So both players are sort of broke. Yeah, yep. That is that's 2 flame tanks. Right in your base. Flame tanks coming soon to a base near you. I think this is set back Orb too much. Let's check the economy. We're on, yeah, 12k or 16k. Orb has lost his infrastructure, his refinery, He's lost his capability to build vehicles. Crucially, he's also briefly lost power as well. So, not a good look for him for the time being. He still has the superior army for now, but a couple of rocket soldiers can fix that. Because with rockets, it's interesting. They are fairly good against not buggies. Not buggies are cheap and they cost 300, but as soon as you've got a critical mass of rocket soldiers, it trades still in favor of the buggies, but you can obviously shave off buggies whenever they come near. Especially with a couple rifles as meat shield. Man, that flame tank strategy from Kato really paying off dividends. Okay, Orbis is back to building his airstrip. He is capturing... No. I thought he would have been capturing the hospital. That would have been ludicrous. Out comes the airstrip again. He needs to reclaim his own main base, basically. What a game. What an early game. 2 flame tanks, the most unlikely units to come out in the nod mirror. And they actually managed to score, like, to go scorched earth on our space. That was ludicrous. Plus, there's an airstrike already pretty much ready to go. Yeah, 1 minute. It's not the best against light vehicles. They're so fast. You'll never be able to catch them, but pretty good against static infantry, like, say, this blob, for example. That represents a value of roughly around 2,000 for now, and is just bound to increase over time. Orbs harvesters are pretty much forced to do some shared office strategies. And it's not... They're competing over resources here. Yeah, the flame tanks, man. What more can I say? I really love the graphical design of the flame tanks, by the way. It was so ahead of its time. It looks so weird, but at the same time, those big tanks on top look so cool. They've got their own very distinct flavor. Alright, rifles are coming in, just soaking up the damage from the turret. That's smart. Plus the healing. That's an airstrike. That's a bit of a waste. Yikes. Obliteration. But round 2 is gonna consist of rocket soldiers. Flame tanks are lining themselves up. Oh, they don't even need to. They do not even need to. The buggies are doing the dirty work for them. Look at this. Flame tanks from the back line. There is nothing remaining of Orb's army. Yeah. Yeah, that was a straight up misplay. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. I think that's what they say in Darkest Dungeon. Flame tanks now flaming down the hospital. Jeez. If that ain't a war crime, then I don't know. More buggies are probably gonna be required. He's committing hard for the hospital, even sacking a flame tank for it. Never seen that before. Oh, going melee. That's so cool. Flame tank explosions are fairly lethal. So if you go melee with them, it does a decent amount of damage. No tech just yet. Kato is going for the 3rd expansion, and he needs to. Apaches from Orb, huh? I'm not sure. So the thing is, the value of Apaches, sometimes they can be good, if massed, they can be good against heavy armor. But you can so easily just build a couple of rockets and shoot them out of the skies. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, recon bikes are not the greatest here. Mediums are running circles around those flame tanks. Let's see the damage. Well, they're very resilient. It's not too bad. On this side, okay, that is Orb getting the jump on the refinery of Kato. Ooh, that's nasty. That is really nasty. Manages to breach through the... Those always give you a false sense of security. As soon as you build those chain link barriers, you're like, okay, I'm completely protected now, right? Right? And then it always turns out, yeah, there is actually just a... takes all of 2 seconds to burninate your way through this. Refinery for refinery being traded, and there's an airstrip down though as well. Flame tank from Orb going on a hunt for this tree, this particular tree. Like, fuck you in particular. Oh, nice attempt trying to get onto the comm center. Wait, is that a fucked up rally point? It looks like it. Apache's trying to shoot some recons. Ooh, gets good value. Good bang for his buck. The Apaches have been surprisingly effective here, but pretty much everything has. This is just the most unconventional Nadmira I've seen in ages. With Apaches and flame tanks. Is that the new meta? Not entirely certain. I ain't convinced. So yeah, the comm center is now completely exposed, as is the power lines, and plus Kato now needs his MCV to haul all the way back, haul ass back to the main base. There is a 5 tank raid coming in. Orb has stabilized. Man, I'm really surprised. I thought this would have been it for him after the early airstrip loss, and now he's pushing back and he's actually managed to kill the comm center as well. Brutal. Wait, were they killing the chain link barriers? Alright. Yeah, that's a dead comm center. Mobile SAM is coming out though, that's a good choice. You cannot escape the missiles of the mobile SAM. Wait, what's the resale value? That was that an advanced power plant? Because for a regular power plant, the resale value was way too high. It was 236 because in the regular power plant costs you 300. You should usually get 50% back. Yeah, I think so. It was an advanced power plant then. So may lead to power plant troubles in the future. Hand of Nod mass production. So Kato is going for his patented infantry spam again. And it is really effective. Orb is going for master rocket launchers and flamers. Ooh, the flamers are spicy. In this matchup, with mass infantry on the board, with the Apache longbows as well, artillery support. Yeah, there's gonna be some bodies hitting the ground. And they're gonna be burning and screaming while doing that. It looks like the army is significantly larger for Orb. Yes, it is. Mobile SAMs really need to... not getting the jump. Mobile SAMs really need to be positioned pretty much everywhere. Yeah, so that's how you play against the Apaches with recons. You need to get underneath them before you fire, because if you attack, move, and fire, then you're absolutely not gonna hit any single missile. Tank dispatch has been discovered. One tank dead. This is where they shine. Oh! Mobile SAMs running interference, so the combined arms approach. Good lord, they're so bad when chasing. Oh, snap. That's the Apaches taking a toll on the infantry. But Orb's infantry... Ooh, the firebombing strike. Manages to wound all of the recons, but not finishing off any of them. There is still a mobile SAM alive. Mobile SAM still going strong, so there is no angle for the Apaches just yet. And that is a fairly significant army knocking at the front door. Okay, mobile SAM is dead now. This may be the time now. Still too many rockets. No scatter commands coming out from Kato. What was going on there? That was probably not the most elegant play. And as a result, Kato still wins the engagement though and gets the jump onto the base. Dynamic game, I've gotta say. Swinging back and forth a couple times here. I'm just not seeing any way to stop this anymore. Oh, there are artilleries. Oh, power down. Comm center is gonna die. No more artillery is gonna come out. I think that's it. That must be the 2-0. I'm not seeing a way to come back here. So if the game is this brief, then we may actually splice it into one video. Regardless of what I said earlier. Because I'm casting those back to back and I'm also casting them blind. Yeah, the Apache is trying its best. It's on Veterancy 2, but how do you stop that? There's just no dice here. Yeah, in come the infantry forces. Oh? Mobile SAM's not in position just yet. This one Apache, man. The mobile SAMs are tanking. Have you ever seen mobile SAMs tank? Oh god. Yeah. Down goes the single Apache. His biggest asset that he had. RIP. A steady stream of DPS is coming. Wait, there is no more rifles. That is... Oh god. Kato should have definitely pulled back those rockets. He's gonna lose them for absolutely nothing. Money for nothing and chicks for free. Right, has he ticked on the back off the back of this? Nobody has reclaimed his original main base. Actually, eco parity has been reached. Somehow. There is a repair facility in a node mirror that is very optimistic. Like, what vehicle is gonna live long enough to be patched up? It's a node mirror. Your units are made of paper mache. Enemy units are made of paper mache. There is no time for repairs. As GDI, I really like it, especially with mammoths and mediums. I mean, it's sometimes useful with an MCV, but as not. Light tanks, even light tanks, they don't live that long, traditionally. So yeah, the mass infantry spam for now has kind of worked at stemming the tide, but bad. Also, the airstrike is bound to happen in a couple seconds. Maybe you should wait with the engagement until the airstrike is ready. 30 seconds to go, and the game is starting to lag out from all the army movement here. Oh, that one light tank in the mix is providing a lot of frontline against an all-out anti-infantry composition. He's focusing it down so hard. That light tank. He almost managed to get back to the service depot. So, remember what I said? I do not eat my words just yet. Yeah, one more light tank and goodbye. You cannot kill this. This is invincible, impervious to bullets. You need more firepower. Oh, in comes the airstrike. That's bound to ruffle some feathers. It could have been worse. Good split from Orb. And the light tank. I swear to God. This light tank is single-handedly holding up an entire army. It's gonna survive, isn't it? Orb has the oil derrick, by the way. Would be an easy kill now. Yeah. There we go. Oh god. Is there an airstrike for Orb? Not yet. Not yet, and it's not even close, in fact. Right hand side, we're hearing some gun turrets going off. Wait, where's that? Oh, it's here. Oh, we're gonna be seeing some base wars. Alright, that's how we're playing it. Kato is playing a risky game. As soon as an engineer comes out, he's gonna regret that. No, it's flavors. It's flavors, and they're marching all the way to the bank. They are gonna be able to scorch anything that Kato provides. The mediums! The mediums have yet again found their way into the infantry. Oh my goodness! Yeah. Goodbye, MCV. It was nice knowing you. It was a nice attempt at a base push. Holy smokes! Orb is pushing back. Somehow. There is no airstrike ready. This is a very, very dangerous time now. Oh, the flamers. You need to be so good at kiting. Artillery though from the back lines. It's gonna provide some fire support. Man, that one clutch artillery. Oh. That was a trick shot. Did you see that? The barrel of the artillery was not lined up with how the shot went at all. Bit of a 360 no-scope trick shot. Yeah, the buggies are eventually gonna be able to take this army down. And then it's time for the recons to kill that one medium, that one pesky medium. So the flamethrowers are being proned. Even if the artillery aren't hitting, they are still proning the flamethrowers, slowing them down, so it's not the worst. Trying to fire into this. There's lights though, so pushing back a little. Tiberian refinery is probably gonna die because it takes all of 2 seconds to kill something with artilleries. No, not yet. Oh, medium tanks going to town. Artilleries are dead, so this means the Tiberian refinery survives. And Orb is in a good spot. Has managed to find a good spot for himself in this game. Artilleries are just getting pummeled left, right, and center. What about the armors? Okay, there's a third expansion now out for Kato as well. If he can hold that, then he is gonna be even in terms of economy. 7 and 8, yeah, fairly even. Fairly even, I'd say. So the inclusion of mediums for Orb is the big distinguishing factor, and it has really worked well so far. It's just 2 players clashing heads, and one of them has a front line, the other one hasn't. The other one does not have a front line whatsoever. So we're not seeing tier 3 anywhere. Yeah, you take, you lose, basically. That's the way things go around here. Long distance mining operations being supplanted by a Tiberian refinery now. We're gonna take a look at the assets. Even. Harvesters, fairly even. Ooh, some friendly fire. That is an airstrike bound to happen. Orb has more cash for the time being. His cash flow is okay. Plus, he also has the Temple of Not in Preparation. Ooh, that's gonna be so nice. I think the army value is also higher for him as well. So he's in a good spot. Oh, that is not even remotely close. Jeez Louise. He has managed to overtake him by a factor of 2.5. Yeah, that kind of speaks for itself. 7 seconds till the temple can come online. Does he have any trump cards with the temple? I don't even think so. Maybe a stealth tank here or there parked in the eco lines, but at the end of the day, he's so far ahead. It's really just insurance. Insurance against falling behind, because you've got the nuke to nuke yourself into oblivion. Yeah, Apache's not that great against guard towers, obviously. Turrets are more like it. More of a deterrent here. Oh, that's gonna be a dead harvester in a couple seconds. Traded off for a lot of tanks and everything else. Apaches, but that's fine. That's fine. Just inflicting economical damage upon your opponent is pretty much what you want. And you really can't afford to build SAM sites for each and every war patch. So he's building mobile SAMs instead, much cheaper, much more flexible. I don't know why SAM sites exist in this game, they suck. Plus they always have this animation, which gives you so much time to prepare. Man, that's a hail of steel raining down upon this unsuspecting army. Oh, that's a nasty airstrike, completely wiping this part of the army out of existence. Yikes! Artillery and counter-artillery barrage. There is not many anti-armor. Oh, that's the artillery is dead though. Plus the counter-airstrike. Wow, that was brutal. Orb completely outplaying this here. I mean, both airstrikes had been brutal, but the minigunners, he dove too deep for the minigunners. But worse, they dug too deep. I'm gonna have to take a look how that is gonna reflect itself in the econ graph, or in the army graph in just a minute. That is gonna be some plummeting. Army graph has to catch up a little. Mobile SAM, not connecting. Yeah, the inclusion of mobile SAMs in this army is smart. He does not have artillery support. Kato does not want to engage here. No, sir. No, sir. No artillery support. No signs of an airstrike ready to go. He's being pushed back methodically. Yeah, here come the artilleries. That's what he needs. That's just what the doctor orders. Some pot shots. Oh, the artilleries are a bit exposed here. Right hand side, the Apaches. It's 7 Apaches now. That is a significant number, and they're tanky. Oh god! You can actually blow up refineries with that. Oh, there's the mobile SAM. They do a number. Okay, so he's managed to kill a refinery. Not too bad. Trades it off for a single Apache. Very, very worthwhile. Very worthwhile. Yeah, 10k army disparity. Those 2 airstrikes. Actually, the airstrike was more cost efficient for Kato. If you take a look at the plummet in the graph. Cool. Did not think that was the case. Oh, another exposed eco line. Mobile Sam's not in position just yet. Yep, that's the artillery's dead. Oh, not all of them. 4 artilleries in the back lines. Oh god, cue the counter-artillery barrage. I think this is just such a good angle for Orb. He is going for an all-out attack from all angles, plus he still has the Apaches waiting in the wings. Oh, this concentrated artillery blob needs to be obliterated though. Yeah, he's going in. He's going in deep. The MSAM is doing its best to cull the air forces. At the end of the day, it is Orb emerging victorious. Laser ready. The Obelisk of Light. Ooh. Juicy. We're seeing everything here. We're seeing the entire tech tree. Awesome. That is absolutely fantastic. That is awesome. So this army is allowed to go unopposed pretty much. What is Kato doing? Where is he? On what front is he busy? Oh yeah, he's busy here. Just trying to get some harvester snipes, but the Apaches really being the big difference maker in this game. However, Orb has now lost his momentum with the armies. Oh, out comes the Obelisk of Light. Artilleries are dead. Oh, the MSAM gets zapped immediately. And again, yet another backswing. Yet another overcommitment. This is overcommitment for overcommitment. Time and again. So, where does that leave us? The assets are firmly in the court of Orb. But if he manages to lose like his army to an airstrike, Kato may go all in. There is still a window for him. This is not over. Tier 3 production though. So Orb has got the trump card yet again. It's really, really difficult to call. Man, after this early game, who would have thought that it would come back? I would have managed to sort of come back into this game. What's the support power timer? Oh, nasty. Yeah, 130. Man, if artilleries connect, if they connect onto those slow-ass harvesters, you can see what type of damage they're doing. Like, the kind of damage they're doing to stationary vehicles is just obscene. And another one bites the dust. That's just artilleries moving forward. No support at all. That airstrike was completely unnecessary, by the way. There was zero support here for those artilleries. That was not meant to happen. That was not meant to be as efficient as it was. Yikes. In the backlines, we're seeing 2 more tanks. A valiant effort. But can he stop the chem troopers? Ooh. The chem troopers are doing a number. Also transforming some of their own brethren into Visceroids. We're gonna be seeing some Visceroid rage. Stealth tanks. Haven't seen them used to good effect here just yet, but be that as it may. Tanks are being run down. Oh, the siege is once again on. 15 seconds on the nuke timer. This time we're gonna see a good one. And Kato is pincered into his own corner of the map. His own little quadrant there. Trying to go for a Hail Mary. Artilleries are melting. The artilleries are straight up melting. Okay, so that was not very efficient. Stealth tanks still around and kicking. Good lord. And with the wreckages, there's no more way of crushing. Yeah, this is nasty. As soon as the wreckages start protecting the chem warriors, you can't crush them anymore. That was a big deal here. Kato systematically dismantled by those stealth tanks now. It's the first time we've seen the stealth tanks used to good effect. GG is being called after half an hour, just short of half an hour. What a match. So this is, yeah, unfortunate, but this is the 1-1. We're not going to have a concluding match, but still, this was a highly entertaining best of 2. with some punches being thrown in all directions. What a sick series. So TD definitely far from dead, has got a really strong competitive community. Next week we are going to be tackling RAGL. I'm going to be a frontline reporter for that, and also embedded as well, because I'm going to be playing and losing my own matches. That's like the only OpenRA matches I'll be playing in 2022, the first ones. Because yeah, the nature of my IRL and my job and so on, and preparing for the move to the other part of to the other side of the country, that is proving to be a bit strenuous. Yeah, but there's more content to come, and finally some Shadow Paradise as well. More RA, and specifically RAGL. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. 5 Aces out.
Battle control terminated.